Hey everybody, it's me, ChrisToman2000, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. In the last episode, we finished, the Inside Jabu Jabu, and in this episode, we are going to, get a ton of secrets. So starting off, I believe there's 2 Skulltulas around here. If anyone saw what was happening to me right now, you would be laughing. Okay, either way, there are 2 Skulltulas here in Zora Fountain, as well as an important item we have to get. First off, there's a golden Skulltula on this wall. Get it? Simply use your Boomarang. Mainly what we're going to be doing is that we're going to be heading back to get some secrets now that we got the Boomarang. One of which is that, little secret. That, little hole outside Kakariko Village. Like the Skulltula in, Kakariko Graveyard. And a bunch of different things. First off, into that tree. You'll get another Skulltula. Now, there's a little rock here. Why don't we blow it up, see what's inside? That couldn't hurt. Maybe a Skulltula. I didn't mean to blow up the wall! No, but we actually wanted to. This will lead us into our 3rd Great Fairy Fountain, giving us probably the most helpful item for Let's Play. Down, no, 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 That was a waste of time. Welcome, Link. I'm the Great Fairy of Magic. I will give you a magic spell. Please take it. If anyone can hear that tapping, the reason is because if you press the B button really fast at the end of one of these, you can skip the really slow text. I didn't get it. We got Furore's Wind, the 2nd crystal. This will warp you in danger when you're in danger. Basically, what you can do is that when you come out of a door in a dungeon, you can use it. And the next time you use it, no matter where you are in the dungeon, you'll be teleported back to that point. So it's really useful, especially for some later dungeons. Ugh. And there can only be ones with hidden maps in it. So, well, just pretty much every dungeon in the game, because there's really, like, no other dungeons. So you count, like, a building, a dungeon, but how stupid would you be to think of that? Anyways, that's really all we can get in Zora Fountain. So right now I'm going to cut till we get back to Hyrule Field. Not Hyrule Field, Lake Hylia, there. So I'll be right back. Interesting fact, if you press the B button while swimming, you go slightly faster. Oh, this is actually good to show off. Princess Ruto here is here now. Did the precious possession help you in your quest? Hehe. What does the Zora King have to say? Oh, Link, so you saved the princess, eh? I really appreciate it. Okay. So, I'll see you at Lake Hylia. Okay, so now that we're here in Lake Hylia, what we're going to want to do is, I want to check something. I do not remember if I did this. That is, did I put any bugs in this soft soil spot? Because I do remember, I do know there's a Skulltula in here, but I do not remember if there is one. Okay, so I did get that one. Oh, no I didn't. Well, good thing I got that. That kind of scared me, actually. Okay, and I want it to be night again. I played the wrong song. If anyone knows what I just played, you know what game I've been playing too much. Okay. Skulltula on this wall. It's a little bit of a pain to get through to the rope. That was weird. Okay, give me my Skulltula. And I think that's the only Skulltula I wanted to get in Lake Hylia. There's another one that I want to get right now that's in Gerudo Valley. So I will see you guys back there. Okay, now that we're here in Gerudo Valley, we're going to want to make it nighttime. And we saw the Skulltula before. Come on, hit the sticking. You can tell, but aiming at the boomerang isn't easy. Give me Skulltula. Now, pretty much all I can get right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see you guys back at, actually, yeah, I'm going to see you guys back at Kokiri Forest. So I'll be right back when I get there. Okay, so now that we're here in Kokiri Forest, I'm heading back into the Great Deku Tree. Now, you may be wondering, why are you going back into a dungeon we did like 10 episodes ago? Well, just wait a second. I'm gonna speedrun back to the room where we fought the Goma eggs. So it's really easy to get to. It's right over here. And originally what would happen is that there would be a spider web, there would be a wall here that you have to blow up, but I did that already. And I failed, well not really failed, but I don't know what the word is. While I was starting an episode, I got here, and I forgot you can get the Skulltula until you got the boomerang. Anyways, there's the boomerang on there. There's a Skulltula on that wall, really easy to get. All you need is the boomerang to get it. Sad that you have to remember to backtrack. I'm pretty sure that's like one of the only Skulltulas we have to backtrack for in this game. I can't really think of any other ones. Well, there's like 2 or 3 more left, but I really wouldn't consider those backtracking per se. I mean, like backtracking. Actually, no, there is one that requires basically redoing a dungeon, and I gotta sneeze. Sorry, that was an odd moment. Okay, anyways, I'm going to head into the Lost Woods. As you remember, we got these, I got this magic bean from the bean salesman. I was originally gonna buy about like 5 more because that's all we need for the rest of the game, but I forgot to ruby grind off camera. So, yeah, that happened. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into the Lost Woods. I'm gonna find one of those soft soil spots that I got a Skulltula from. And this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a magic bean in there. So I will see you guys back when I do that. Stop backflipping. That's my job. Okay, now that we're in the Lost Woods, what we're going to do is we're going to head back to a room. That wasn't a very good description of what I was doing, was it? I believe it's, yeah, this is it. Yep, back here. We got this Skulltula. Basically, here's how it works. You just take out a magic bean. And if there's a soft soil spot nearby, Link will just automatically plant it. And someday, that'll be a magical bean. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna head into Goron Village. City. Anyone who knows what games I keep talking about, you know what I've been playing way too much lately. Okay, either way, we're heading into Goron City. And there's not much to do in Goron City anymore, except a couple rubies that I didn't get. So I'm gonna get those rubies. And I'm gonna see you in the Kakariko Graveyard now that we got the Boomarang. Okay, so now that we're in Kakariko Village, what I'm going to do is actually we got another 10 Skulltula, so we're gonna head back to the Skulltula house and see what reward we get. So now, this dude's doing jumping jacks. He will give us the Giant's Wallet. We already have the most. Now he can carry up to 500 rubies, excuse me. And that is just great, because that's actually the last wallet upgrade. So, hoorah. So now we're gonna come here to Kakariko Graveyard and we're gonna turn it nighttime. Now I do want to mention something. If you were able to buy some more magic beans, plant one right here. Okay, because that's an important one to get. I'll probably do that off camera. But yeah, so make sure you know that's there. Now we can finally get the Skulltula on the wall. Okay, so now we got that Skulltula. I'm gonna head back into Hyrule Field, and we're gonna get the last 3 Skulltulas we can possibly get. There are 2 in Lon Lon Ranch and 1 in Hyrule Field, so I will see you in Hyrule Field. Actually, no. Hyrule Field is like a minute away. Like, you can wait.
You know what? Directions.
I want to get stuff open. Okay, so okay. Okay, so finally we're here in Hyrule Field. We're gonna get back to that hole that I showed off in episode 13, I believe it was. Okay, and we can get this Skulltula on the wall now. I don't care about the normal Skulltula, I just want the one made of gold. Okay, so that's Skulltula number 40. The reward for getting 40 Skulltulas isn't a very big one. If I remember correctly, it's a special type of bomb called a bomb shoe. And basically how the bomb shoes work is that you can use it and it will go like a farther distance than a normal bomb. And it'll like go up walls and stuff. So there's only one point in the game where it's required, but for the most part, they are only helpful. And I can only think of one spot that off the top of my head right now that's gonna help it. But and we'll make it to the ranch with a lawn. Da -da 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 -da. Okay. So now there is one Skulltula up here. Come on. I'm too lazy to use my Deku pellets. And Golden Skulltula number 41. And 42 we have to go all the way to the storage room to get. I know. It's a pain. And here it is. One of the last Skulltulas we can get is a stupid Glide. That scared the living daylight out of me. Holy cow. Glades are my best friend in the next Zelda game, but the moment they are more annoying than they are useful. Okay, so with that, what I think I'm gonna do is that next time, let's play the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. We're gonna go and tell Princess Zelda that, well, we have the what's it called? 3 spiritual stones. So yes, I will see you guys next time.